Hello everyone and welcome today to our WOCY time with Children and Tweens, where we are celebrating Indonesia Day. So it is the day in 1945 when Indonesia got its independence. It got to decide after many years how it wanted to live its life, so how the people wanted to live their lives, the rules they wanted to make, and they just had their freedom back again. So Indonesia, let me show you the Indonesian islands. Here they are. Now there are many, they're here in the Pacific Ocean. There are at the moment about 7,000, what's the number? 17,506 islands. About 6,000 of them are inhabited. And there are lots of other things that go on there as well. So in terms of those numbers of islands, something really interesting. There seems to be the case that the number of islands changes. So sometimes some islands come up and some disappear. So it's a really interesting group of islands called an archipelago. That's what you call a group of islands. And they all form one country. And so it's the fourth largest country in the world by people that live there. 270 million people live in Indonesia. Right, so let's start our class today, our WOCY time, by always remembering to be kind. To be kind to our bodies, only doing what is comfortable, no overstretching, no hurting yourselves. And in that way, you are listening to what's going on within your body. You're also listening to me, paying attention so that you know that there are certain things to do, not do when you're in class as well, ways in which you can protect yourself and really respect yourself. And so respect comes in terms of having the space to be able to do yoga in. It comes from respecting the space that anyone else who's doing yoga with has as well. And absolutely, respect is about kindness, listening. Let us respect ourselves. Okay, let's come to our WOCY warm-up, everyone. And there's so many things we could learn about Indonesia, but today we're just going to find out a couple of things about Indonesian Independence Day, how people celebrate. So let's come and stand up. Try not to use your hands as you come and stand up, because we're making our tummies, the lower back, bottom of your back, really nice and strong as we stand up. Okay, we're coming to the game of, let me just read it out, Panjat Pinang. I always forget how to say that. And this is a game where people will often work in teams and they have to climb up a tree that's got oil, that's got grease on it. Okay, so they're really trying to climb up this tree. Obviously with oil and grease, they could slip back down. They will sometimes climb up nut trees. Often it will be a palm tree, lots of palm trees growing in Indonesia. And they will be often, as I say, working in teams to help them get up. And there's often a prize at the top of the tree. So a really good reason to get up to the top of the tree. So we're doing a lovely palm tree stretch here. Feet apart a little bit, bend your knees. And we're stretching the sides of our bodies, keeping our shoulders and arms back as we're getting our shoulders really super strong. But we're really gently breathing in as we sway to one side, out as we sway to the other. Really lovely warm up of our bodies as we've got these palm tree sways, the Panjat Pinang, and we've got the game of trying to win the prize at the top of the tree. Excellent. Now, ways in which people think about celebrating also is lots of these Independence Days involve people raising their flag, being really proud of the country that they live in. And there's some really amazing things that people have started doing in Indonesia. Now, there are 400, let me just get this right, 500 mountains in Indonesia. 127 of them are active volcanoes. So we are going to be thinking about doing some mountain climbing. So we're coming to the side, sitting on our side. We're coming up onto one knee, one leg, one arm on the floor. So this is our flag pose. And we're going to think about, we're having one knee on the floor because we are mountain climbing. Okay, so we're mountain climbing one way. We have got one leg moving. We are really opening up our chest and our shoulders, making our hand on the floor really strong through your shoulders down to your wrists and your hands. spread your fingers apart, and that's going to help protect your hand from having too much weight on a small part of it. And we want to really make sure that we are looking after our body and the bones and the muscles as well as when we are strengthening them. All right, that's good mountain climbing on one side. So let's see how it feels to do it on the other side. We're trying to mountain climb up this mountain so that we can plant a flag on the top. Okay, now we need to keep going. Now I can really feel my bottom working here. I can feel the side of my body stretching. I can feel my tummy really strong, my lower back. And let's see now if we can plant this flag. Okay, so this is our half flag pose. Do you feel strong enough today to plant that flag really nice and strong for 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to plant the flag over on the other side. Are you ready? Come up to your side, one leg out, one knee on the floor. Have that flag up high, shoulders back, chest really nice and open. Well done. 3, 2, 1. Super flags, everyone. Okay, that was a nice active yoga pose today. So I think we're ready to be able to have our time out, our little relaxation at the end of class. And for this relaxation today, I have got a picture that I'd like you to look at. Now, this is a picture of the Indonesian coat of arms. It's something that they will stamp, they will use to show people who Indonesians are. It says a lot about the people, what they believe in, what they really want to protect when they have a coat of arms, and most countries have them as well. So this is the Indonesian coat of arms, and just to rest at the end of class today, I'd like you to keep looking at this picture while I tell you and explain to you about how this picture has been created. So first we start with the eagle that resembles the Javan hawk eagle. So Java is one of the islands in Indonesia. This is known as Garuda. This is the eagle with knowledge, power, who's brave, loyal, and disciplined. There are 17 feathers on each wing, 8 on the tail, and 19 on the base of the tail. So 8 on the tail, 19 on the base of the tail, that's 19, 8. And there's 45 on the neck. Here we go. And this makes the number 17, 8, 1945. 17th of August, 1945, which is the day that Indonesia got its independence. The shield in the middle represents the protection of the country, and there's a black line running through the middle, which is about the equator that runs through the middle of Indonesia. The black shield here represents nature, and the 5-pointed gold star protects the 5 main religions and religious beliefs in Indonesia. So that's Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, and also the idea of everybody being treated fairly. In this part of the shield, you've got a chain on the red background. It's got square links for men, round links for women. And it's about respecting each other. The banyan tree here on the white background has large roots. So the banyan tree has really large roots and branches, and they're all joined together, the banyan tree. So all these big, large roots and branches are all joined together, and that represents the many islands of Indonesia. We've got the head here of the Javanese wild bull. So remember, Java is an island of Indonesia. The banteng, and on the red background, so you've got the banteng on the red background. The banteng live together in groups, looking after each other. So the banteng represent making decisions together. This is what we call democracy. So the people decide how they want to live their lives, and you've got the government, the people, the ministers who will respect their decisions, and they will make sure that those decisions are followed through, are carried through, and the people get to live how they want to. Lastly, you've got the gold and white paddy. So here we go, we've got the gold and white paddy and cotton on the white background. And this is about everybody in Indonesia having food and a job and money. So it's about really looking after the people, making sure that they have the ability to live their lives. So now you've looked at this amazing picture, just close your eyes. See if you can imagine this Javanese hawk eagle with a shield in the middle. Black shield in the middle of that shield in the 4 different areas. See if you can imagine that behind your closed eyes. And then rub your hands together to make them really warm. Put your warm hands over your eyes, block out all of the light. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders down. Slowly open and close your eyes behind your hands. Spread your fingers apart and pull them down over your face. Take a big breath in as you stretch your hands up. Catch the energy from the sun, the happiness, the love from the world around you. Bring it all down into you as we say namaste. The goodness in me honours the goodness in you, and I thank you very much for joining me for our WOCY time with Children and Tweens, where we have celebrated Indonesia Independence Day.